Hurry, hurry, hurry. Step right up, step right up. It's a classical game of blackjack where the table minimum is $2 and the table max is $500 in my casino. Casino 21 in East Providence, Rhode Island at East Providence Housing Authority East Providence Resort Housing Authority for the poor. Yep, I live in Podunk, East Providence. I'm broke as hell, and I need some donations of between $50 to $500. I mean, I've had a few haters say, "Get a fucking job and pay your own goddamn tuition, you lazy slob." But I blocked his ass. So if anybody wants to take up my suggestion, this is not a scam. I hate scam artists. If I ever got fucked by a scam artist, I'd punch his fucking head through the wall. Not that I want to go to jail or anything, but that they piss me off. This is the real deal. I'm a real person. I'm not a robot. All I'm asking is no more than $1,000 donations per video that I make if you call 401-580-3953 to help me go viral and make hopefully less than $10,000 a year doing this kind of shit on YouTube in my own home base. Anyway, let's get the show started. Here we go. The jokers and everything else are out of the deck. Table minimum is $2. Table max is $500. Is that right? Yeah, that's right. Let's get started. So we're at table 1. You take a bet of 2 simple dollars at table 1 with a single deck being shuffled after every hand to simulate situations from table to table as though we're going from table to table in an actual casino. See if we can't make it to $100. And we're good. The first card we get is a 3. The dealer's hope card. A 9 makes it a 12 against 5. And you know what that means, folks? You got a stick. Because odds are, well, you didn't make it so good. The dealer wins with 21, and your 12 is lost. So, go to another table. Bet $8. And we're good to go at table 2. Table 2 gets queen, deuce, 12 against 9. You got to hit. And you busted. Very well. That's no problem. Moving on to table number 3 with a $10 bet. This time, no cutting the deck. Just shuffle, shuffle, shuffle. Shuffle. 1, shuffle 2, shuffle and a half, and then shuffle again. We're at table 3, where $10 gets ace, 3, 4, 14. We take a hit, and we stay with 8, 4, that's 12, and jack is a bust. Congratulations, you had just won back the $10. You lost before. With the $10, you bet now. Moving on to table 4. Bet the entire thing at table 4 out of 8 whole tables to simulate from there to there, tat-a-tat. Tat-a-tat, nook to nook, street to street, and beat to beat. That's it. We're at table 4. 4 gets king, 17 against 8, you gotta hit stick. 17 pushes. We're down for the count, and we cut our bet in half. And we go to table 5. Trust me, guys. Use these betting systems wisely. Take my advice. I mean, ever since I was like age 21, I got into blackjack. And not once have I known any good strategic skill of the game. But I do now because I have pamphlets from Foxwoods that tell me how to play blackjack in Spanish 21. I have books like Winning Blackjack Without Counting Cards by David S. Popick, Jerry L. Patterson, Blackjack, A Winner's Handbook, and, of course, Lance Humble and Carl Cooper's The World's Greatest Blackjack Book. So, let's see if at table 5, we can't utilize card counting for a deck here. So, we go +1, 0, 0. The count is negative, neutral 0 at table 5. You take a hit. +1, stay. That's soft 19. 11, +1, +2, +3. Alright, that's a push. And we're at +3. So at table number 5, we go with +3 of a deck. And we get 2, +4, +3. The count is +3. I think you should stick. Nope, you lose. I thought it was going to be a bust card coming in there. Bet the 10, and you go 2, queen, queen's jack, hit, bust. Okay, so table 5 was a bust. Let's just say you had lost only $20, really, that you had out of 100. You pull out 80. 1, 2, that's 50, 60, 70, 80. There you go, $80 at table 6, shuffling up. It's always a good idea. It's always a smart move to take a bare minimum or a great minimum or a lousy maximum of $100 to the casino to start. I never go, I should never, last time I went was 60, I played the slots, well, that was a bust. I was trying to win enough to play blackjack in Spanish 21. This was like over the summer ago, over last summer, like this past summer. So anyway, we're at table 6 with $80, and at a $15 minimum table, you bet 20. All right, 8, 7, 15 against 8. I think you should hit, and you should stay. 13 plus 8 is 21. Sorry, you lose. Now, you move to table 7, where you bet $30. $30 coming right at you. Table 7. 1, 2, and the last shuffle, and we're good to go. Player gets to cut the deck. He cuts it the low level thin, and we begin play. All right, here we go. 5, 6 against ace. Check for blackjack. No blackjack. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna hit. 19. Player stays. All right, So you go 5 or 15, 15, 18, 11, 14, 19. That's a win. You never, there's no taking insurance, there's no splitting pairs, you don't double down. It's all about going from table to table and making correct bets. That's the moral of the video. If you also want to take my advice, you should see one of my liked videos on YouTube, on my YouTube channel, called the Blackjack System, which is called, the name of the video is the Blackjack System. The actual title in the video is Winning Blackjack with Al Kaufman, the Gambling Professor. The Professor of Gambling. Alright. We're at table 7, betting a quarter. We go 9, king. Against 6, you got a stick. 16, house bust with a 6, and player gets paid $25. Go double. Don't double it up. Now bet 15 at the same table. Insurance? No. Alright, hit, bust. There you go. Count your blessings, cut your losses. Now you gotta bet another quarter. Now remember, there's no doubling down, splitting pairs, or taking insurance. It's called cutting your losses. Table 7, same table. Ooh. Player has blackjack. Quarter. Alright, we got a quarter, 2 reds and 2 whites. That's blackjack for you. Supposing I had 50 cents to go on top of that quarter to go with that $12, which is supposed to be $12.50. That'd be a whole nother story, but that's it. See ya. I'm moving on to another table. Now, you tip at the final table. It's always good before leaving the casino when you're up to give a tip. Now, supposing this is $2 or $2.50, let's say these white chips are $1.25 a piece. We give the dealer a tip, and he goes and puts it in his tip tray. Now we bet $60 at table 8. Table 8. $60. I'm getting pretty good at this. Supposing if we're me in my situation, of course. Oh, that was a little sloppy. Cut the deck and then riffle it again. Try again. If at first you don't succeed, keep on trying, buddy. You're sure to go far in the limelight, G. Alright, does the player want to cut the deck? Yes, I suppose he does. And he does. And at table 8, the next card comes up as 8, 7, that's 15 against 3, always stick. 6, 10, oh, 21, shit. That's a loss. The next hand, you lower it at the same table to 25. Queen, 12, hit. That's a bust. And you start over and try to get your whole $100 back, and you go at the same table, you go 10, 5, 15 against queen, and blackjack. Don't worry, that happens. Sooner or later you find out you're out of $100 bills. You lost your only $100 bill that you came into the casino with. So we'll simulate situations. We'll go to another table and borrow $500. Four blacks, and four greens. We're playing on the casino's money now. We have a marker, a marked voucher for $500. We go back to table one where we started. We're going back to table one. We're going to say table 8 is now back to table 1 with a $500 mark voucher. Alright, that's it. That's it for shuffling cards. The first hand we bet is a $75 bet at back to square one. We go 8, Jack against 9, you stick. 12 plus 7 is 19, and that's a loss. Now remember, you're under the casino's gun here. You go yet to another table, and remember, if you don't pay back 500, don't worry, you'll still have till like a couple of weeks from then to pay back all the debt from the casino of the day of when you borrowed the $500. So what do you got to do to make up for it? You got to bet $125. Player cuts the deck with the top layer thin to the bottom and begins play as 10. Jack, that's 20 against 9, you got a stick, that's 19. And that's it for table 1. You just accumulated now $50, where you gotta bet 50 at the same table you borrowed money at, and you go 10, king against 4, 20 against 4, you got a stick. 13, 15, house busts, you win. Now our goal here, people, is to get up to $1,000 with $500. Pay back the marker, you take home $500. So we're gonna go in for $100 in quarters. We go 7, 3 against queen. You hit. 19, stay. 15, house busts. The player is a winner. Congrats. All right, now we are good with $600. We go to still another table where we mix up cards to simulate situations of the casino going table to table. And we're good to go. The next bet, we are going to take out $300 and put it on the line. Put it on the hot seat of the blackjack table. All right, we're under scrutiny here. Wish me luck. 13 against 5, always stick. Jack 5, and that's 19. I lost. The player loses. All right, 200, 300. Bet $400 at another table. We get up, we lost 300. Now we go to another table. We bet 600. One more shuffle and a cut of the deck. Shuffle, and then we offer the cards to be cut. The player doesn't want to cut the card, and the dealer announces, "Dealer's cut," and cuts a quarter of the deck off the bottom and puts it at top. See how this goes. 7, 10, 17 against Jack, you got a stick, and that's 20 for the dealer. Alright, so you're out of luck. You're shit out of luck. You gotta stay at that table knowing that you owe $500 to the casino, so you take out $2,000, mark up $2,000. Now you owe $2,500 to the casino. You go to another table. The pit boss is watching you at another table. because he knows you borrowed 500 and now you're borrowing 2,000, you owe 2,500 to the casino. I know it sounds like I'm rambling, but I'm just professing my expertise of the extent of my blackjack education. So, what do? We cut the deck, dealer's cut of usual, sometimes usual, but now we go 6, 9, 15 against ace. You gotta, at this point, if you have a low hand against a high card, that's 15, 14, 13, or 16, you gotta stick. I believe with this much of an oddity, I think I'm gonna bust. So you know what I'm gonna do with that $2,000? I'm gonna stick on 15 against ace. And the dealer has 12 or 2, 5 or 15, 15, and the house busts. You are now situated with a total of $4,000. So what you got to do is, while the pit boss is watching you, you got to announce marker down, take down my markers, and the dealer will announce, "We'll take your chips." As so, that's if they still allow you to borrow money in a casino. I mean, not here in Twin River or anywhere else in Rhode Island would they allow you to borrow money from a casino. But in Las Vegas or Connecticut, I'm sure they allow it. So we have 4,000, 2, 4, 6, 8, 1,000, 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, 2,000, 2,500. All right, that leaves you $1,500 that you get to take out of the casino. But here's the trick. If I get to walk out with this much money, if Twin River allows it, I could just go, say, another $300, take home, give the dealer a $200 tip for good luck, thank you, and I take 1,000 home. So here goes the game. I want to be partners with the casino, and that's why I tip them. I want them to know I'm their friend, and that I love them. I love the casino, I love the pit bosses, I love the dealers. So, in tipping them, I pay them to allow me to play their games. Oh, that's a hell of a COVID shitstorm there. I'm hoping that not too many people are going to comment on that in the video. I'm sorry, guys. I had a lot of bad meat last night. A lot of poisoned taco beef. No, just kidding. I had bean, hot dog, and cheddar cheese quesadillas last night with sour cream from, not sour cream, but like sweet and sour sauce from Wendy's. We go king at the blackjack, and the player is paid off. 600 plus 150 is now an accumulative of $750. There you go. What do you know? Realism. We have 1,750. Here we go. Here's my proposal. I'm going to tip the dealer $250 out of $1,750 to the dealer, and I'm going to bet my whole allowance at another table. So now I go to yet another table, still at the casino. I'm mixing up the cards. All right, shuffle up. And the cards are set to go. At the last table, If I lose, I bid the casino good luck and fare thee well till next time. If I win, I give another tip and go to another table. So listen up, folks. You go to a casino, you have to keep your friends closer. Of course, if the dealer's giving you a lot of wins, he's your friend. But the enemy is casino management pit bosses and the casino manager. Try not to piss off the pit bosses and the casino manager. And the dealer is a snitch. Don't fuck with the casino. Instead, be friends with them. Expect to win. Have a good time. You're not drinking. You're not distracted. You're not checking out the cocktail waitress's ass and tits while you're playing blackjack. You just focus on the table and the correct sizing of your bets. Even with all the rigmarole and the racket and the binging and banging of the slot machines and the glitz and the glamour at Foxwoods, Mohegan Sun, that's what we're going to bet. Now, it goes queen, 5 against 3, you got a stick. 8, alright. Well, fare you well. At that last table, the pit boss comps you $500. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Here's your last bet. Go to another table. That's as if it were Las Vegas. I'm just saying. I mean, it doesn't necessarily have to be about my local Twin River Casino in Lincoln, Rhode Island, or anything, but and it doesn't necessarily pertain to today with Foxwoods and Mohegan Sun, where there's 8 decks in a show. But I'm practicing from how it was played back in the old days. We go 7, 10, 17 against 6, you stick. 8, 13, 13 plus 6, 6 and 6 is 12, 14, 16, 20. Adios, vaya con Dios. More of this to come next time and other videos. We will be right back in the hours to come. Thank you for watching. And good job with your tremendous precision play. I'm proud of you. But this was me doing most of the work, so I should be proud of myself. I thank God I have these books here to teach me. In fact, why don't I just sit down and before I end the video, let me read some basic strategy scripture from the world's greatest blackjack book. Let's focus on not the chips, but the cards. Card counting. Card counting. Alright, chapter 7 of the world's greatest blackjack book by Lance Humble and Carl Cooper. Winning in occasional casino play, high up one card counting. Let's begin. You watch 16 tens, and what do you get? Another day older and deeper in debt. Anonymous quotation. Thank goodness for a deck of cards. If blackjack were played somehow with dice or a spinning wheel, there would be no reason to write this book. Cards are superior to dice and wheels for one important reason. Cards have memory. Mathematicians call the dealing of cards dependent sequential events. I call it making money. See, folks, like when we did all the simulating with pretending that the favorability of this deck as we were shuffling from scenario to scenario was showing you examples of what correct size bets to make and what hands to hit or stand on got us through. Anyway, making money. There you go. The problem with games like craps or roulette, the next 2 most popular casino games, is that consecutive bets have no relationship to each other. The chances of throwing away any point on dice or hitting any number on the wheel or excuse me, not or, are theoretically the same on each trial. Statistically, these actions are independent sequential events. Nick the Greek observed, three things are sure to get you eventually: death, taxes, and house percentage. He went on, logically, the only sound advice regarding the game of dice is don't play it. The best long-term attack I know is to play the don't pass line and take the odds. Using that method, I've lost several $1,000,000. The built-in house advantage is inescapable in these games since the odds favor the casino and never change with each bet. The odds in blackjack do change with each bet as the cards are dealt out. For example, if your first hand versus dealer 10 up in the single deck game consisted of A 10 10, you would bust with 24. However, the odds would thereafter be very different for you. With all the aces out of the deck and your chance of getting a blackjack with its premium payoff would be eliminated. As you soon will see, the appearance of the 3 10s also reduces your chance of winning all remaining hands dealt before a shuffle up. Conversely, if your first hand off the top of the deck was 5 6 5 5, the dealer pulled a 5 9 9 to bust, you would have a large advantage for subsequent hands. Excuse me, I'm starting to get dumb from this liberal generation of idiots I live in. Sorry, make America great again. Dealt from the deck before shuffling. This is why blackjack is the only beatable casino game. The odds for or against you are continually shifting with the value and number of cards already put in play. This chapter will show you how to evaluate the cards you see played in order to determine wait, where was I? I'm sorry, I'm having premature Alzheimer's. This chapter will show you how to evaluate the cards you see to determine when the remaining deck presents an advantageous betting situation for you. When the composition of remaining cards in the deck favors you, you will place large bets. When the remaining cards are against you, you will be placed saying minimum bets. Yeah, sorry, I had a brain freeze there. Sizing your bets based on the cards that have already been seen is called counting. For alternatives to counting, we'll get to that part of the book later. But I just figured, Law of large numbers in even game. Hands 1, 10. Hands 10. Hands 1, 4. Hands lost 6. Percentage 1.40. Net loss 2. 100 hands 1. 43. 100 hands. Out of that, 43 won. 57 lost. Point 43. Net loss $14. And so on and so forth. But most of you had already known that. So let's focus on card counting without reshuffling. The first card out of the deck, you get a 4, and a king, a 4. The count is +1. When the dealer flips over the card and gets a queen, the count goes back to neutral 0 and hits with a jack and bust, and that's -1 count for the favorability of the deck. And the next card, king, -2, -1, -2 with an ace, -2, -2. What should you do? I believe if I take another card against a high card, odds are I'm going to bust, so I'm going to stay. So there's 3 of 13, and I knew I was going to lose by that time in a row. So, with card counting, we have a jack, which is -1, that's 0, -1, -2, -1, -2, -1, -1, 0, -1, out of a whole deck. -1, alright. We have about 15% of a deck played, so I'm guessing the next hand can be favorable. So, say we bet a good $1,000. With that being said, we get 3, -1, 0, -1, -2. -2, you got a hit. And you got 20, dealer has 18, congratulations. You have just won an extra $1,000, and we have king, -1, 0, 0, +1, 0, +1, 0, -1, 0, -1, -2, -2, -2, -3, -2, with about a quarter of the deck played out. -2. See how far that gets us. Say we go 10 grand with -2 out of the whole deck. We go $10,000. We got a soft 19, we got a stick. And that's a loss. We just lost $10,000 with the count of +1, 0, 0, 0, -1, -2, -1, -2, -3, -2, -3, -2, -2, -1, -2, -3, -3, -3, -4. -4. We have like about half a deck played out. Half a deck, -4. So we'll just say we bet 25,000 and we get 2, 3 against 9. You got a hit. You got a hit. And you bust. Dealer had 19 the whole time. Then, say with about, I don't know, -6, whatever, we bet 800,000. 3, 9 against 12, you got a hit. You got a hit. 12 plus 9. 99 is 18 plus 3 is 21. You stay. $800,000. You get $160,000. You pay whatever debts you have. You get to walk out a winner with that one. So we got about 3/4 of a deck played out. What's the count of the cards? The count of the cards, starting with ace, is -1, -1. The reason I say just -1 with 9, -1 with an ace with 9 and 8 here is because 9, 8, and 7 aren't worth anything. They're neutral 0. The again, with an ace and another ace, that's -2. With a king, it's -3. -3. And if you add a 5 to -3, which 2 through 6 cards are +1, you add that to plus -3, -3, that's -2. -2, -1, -2, -1, -2, -3, -2, -3, -4, -4, -4, -5, -4, -5, -5, -6, -7, -6, -5, 6, 7, -6, -5, -5. The count is -4. And with this, we should be lucky if we can win in any consecutive event with $100 on the table. All right, -4, -3, -2, -3. Hit. Stay. 3. The count is still -3. See if I'm correct if the count is -3. That's a push, by the way. -3. 0, -1, 0, +1, +1, 0, 0, 0, -1, -2, -1. The count is -1, 0, -1, 0, -1, -2, -1, -2, -2, -3, -3, -3, -4, -3, -4, -4, -5, -6, -7, 6. I lost count. Wait. Whatever. You get it. So, anyway, let's start again with card counting. Again, the count is neutral 0. We have a full deck of cards here. We go for the count of 0, +1, 0. Hit. -1, and that's a bust. The dealer had 18 the whole time with -1. -1. Say we bet 20. With -1, we bet another 20 out of 100. Plus 0, +1, +2. You hit and you stay. So we have 7-6 with 3, 9-7, 16. House bust, player wins. Now we have about at least a quarter of the deck played out, or 3/4 of a quarter of the deck played out. What's the count? The count is +1, +2, +1, +2, +3, +2, +1, +1, +2, +1. The count is +1. So, what do? We have to... Did we push last time? Yeah, 80. What do you say we go $80 after losing 20 out of 100, and this time with +1 we get +2, +1, +2. 12 with +2 against 15, you stay. 15, +1. Dealer busts, you win. Now, usually I count at the beginning of the deck, really, and I let the rest do its work, but I'm gonna get out the multi-deck. See how it goes in the multi-deck. I have 8 cards in the multi-deck. I gotta get in my closet and get something. Hold on, guys. Hold on. I got you. I got you. I got you. Damn it. No, nothing's missing. Alright, you've seen what happens with a single deck. That's obviously too easy. Frankly, for me, it's hard. Now, here I have is a freshly shuffled shoe. This is a 6-deck standard shoe, but I stuffed 8 decks into it. As per complicated usual, it's going to be a little bit hard with a 6-deck shoe with 8 decks in it. But what can you do? Such is life. So anyway, here we go. The dealer burns a card. The first card to come out is a deuce of clubs. And we'll say you go in with $100, 3/4, 5 red chips. And you're at Foxwoods, you go $10, whatever. Bet 20 for fuck's sake. The count is +1. We're gonna count. 0, 0, +1. With +1 at the beginning of the deck, of the 8-deck shoe, you stay. Okay. Because with +1, there may be a heavy chance of the dealer busting. So what do? We draw a card and +1 turns into neutral 0. The dealer busted. You win an extra 20. So then you lower it down to 15, let's just say. 15, you get -1 from neutral 0, -2, -3. Do you want insurance? No. And the dealer does not have blackjack, so you stay with, what is it, -3, -2, -1, and the dealer's under, and you get paid 15. So let's go over this lesson again. We have -1, -2, -3, -2, -1, 0, -1, -1, -2, -2, -1. So when the count's down, let's say that it's 25 minimum at blackjack on the weekdays, because it's usually on the weekends or whatever at $1 blackjack tables. $10 blackjack. So what are we at right now? We're at -1. We bet 25 with -1. 0, +1, +2. You hit it. +2, +3, hit it. +2, stay. +1. +2, that's a push. You're at the same table. You got +2, you go for a 9, which leaves it at still +2, +2, +1, +1, stay. 0, back to neutral 0, and you're paid. Pretty effective, huh? Try doing this by yourself at a blackjack table. Alright, go over this again. The count. +1, 0, -1, 0, +1, +2, +1, 0, -1, -2, -1, 0, +1, 0, +1, +2, +1, +1, 0, 0. So at neutral 0, even thence and again, we're going to bet $20. Neutral 0, $20. -1, 0, 0. Neutral 0. We stay. Jack 4, -1. -1. A big card brings it to a bust. -1. You're paid. -1. Alright, at Foxwoods we'll go with -1 at a $10 bet. 0, +1, 0. Seems I have a cut on my hand. My finger. I sliced my finger on the cards. So where were we? +1, +2, -1. 0, Yeah, 0. Hit 0, that's -1, and you stay, -1, 0, 0 plus 6, +1, and the dealer beat us. It's 1, and the dealer beat us. Okay, so we're at, what, 0? Beat us, yeah. So, with neutral 0, we're going to bet an upper bet of 40. 40 plus 1, 0, plus 1, stay. 7, 18. Let's go over these cards again. See what we're at. +1, 0, 0, +1, +2. All right. 1, 2, 0. That's 0. 0 plus 1 plus 2 plus 1. 0 minus 1 minus 2 minus 1. 0 plus 1. 0 plus 1 plus 2 plus 1 plus 1. 1. 0. -1, 0, 0, 0, -1, -2, -1, 0, -1, 0 plus 1, 0 plus 1 plus 2 plus 1 plus 2. The count now is +2. What is the true count? +2 plus 2 is the running count. The true count is 1. So with that count being +2, 2 divided by 1 is +1 is the true count. So we bet 30 plus with +1 true count. +1 plus 2 plus 1. +1, you know, on 13 against the king, you're probably bound to bust with 13 against the high card. Because you don't know if maybe he might be holding a, you know, I just go on my gut in this situation with a +1 count or whatever. +1. I know that with +1 with all these cards played out here, I know that there's going to be more 10s and aces and whatever left in the deck. So I'm going to stick against the king. This is where I'm going with my gut. Alright, so it's 15. What do we get with +1? We're back to neutral 0. If the dealer busted, the player wins. This is a long video, but it's going to pay off. So we're back to neutral 0 with almost a full deck played. Neutral 0, bet 60. 60. Neutral 0, -1, -2, -1. Stick. -1, -2, -3. The player wins. -3. We're at -3. 3. -3. All right, with that being said, we have here $120. And with that, we have 100 and quarters. That's $220. -3 bets $20. -3 with about a full deck played. Divided by a whole deck. All right. -3 divided by one deck. The true count is -3. -3. -4. -5. -4. You stick. -4. King 4. And Jack is -5. That's a bust for the dealer. -5. Bet 40. -5. -4. -5. -5. Hit. -5. With a neutral card of 9. -5 busts. -6 with the queen showing. Round this up to a blackjack. Alright. You don't want to bet a whole deck, a whole thing of $100 red chips. So we go 1, 2, 3, 4. Alright, so the count is -6 and we're down to a quarter bet. -6, -5, -5, -4. Hit. -5. 4 lost. -5. $75 with -5. -6. -5. -5. I think I'm gonna bust with -5, so I stick. Oh, 18 loses. -5. -6. -6. $100. Last 100. -6. -7. -6. The count is -6, and you should hit. That's a bust. -5. -5 divided by 2 decks. Are we having fun, guys? I'm pretty sure I'm having fun. Anyway, you don't like my videos, don't watch them. So if you do, like and subscribe to my channel. Call 401-580-3953. See what goes from there. And we can probably discuss you mailing to my address between $50 to $500 in a paycheck for whatever, for my videos, over a phone call, which I strictly only mention in these vlogs. Only my phone number. That's my only information I give out. I don't give out my bank numbers. I don't give out my street address. Nothing. Well, maybe my city and state and phone number, but everything else is my personal information. So discreetly call me or text me at 401-580-3953. Thank you. Blackjack game is over. See how long we went for. How long did we go for? Holy shit, almost an hour.